Hi guys and welcome back to the channel and to a brand new Manchester United FIFA 20 career mode. Anyone who's been watching my channel for a while now, well since I've started, will know I already had a Manchester United career mode on the go. But since the new Ultimate FIFA update, it just destroyed the career mode. Everyone knows about the new Ultimate and how ridiculous it was. People are still struggling with it, and I have been since the update. It's taken me this long to find sliders and settings which I find enjoyable again and makes me want to play the game. So yeah, I thought instead of carrying on with that career mode, even though I was coming towards the end of my second season, so I'd obviously gone quite far, I thought I need to start, if I'm going to start with new sliders and settings, like manual settings, I just need to start fresh. I felt that I couldn't carry on with that career mode. I just lost all excitement with it and all enjoyment with it. The update literally just killed the career mode. So yeah, this is a starting fresh now with, as I said, new sliders, new manual settings. I've adjusted them as well. So this is, like it says in the title, a fresh start basically. So we've done pre-season. But I think I've done pre-season on slightly different settings, so I wouldn't read too much into results. But we played Gremio and lost 2-0. Beat Junior 2-1, America 3-1, and then I think Inter battered us. Yeah, 5-0. But I think I've slightly changed them since then, so I'll show you the settings and manual and sliders I've gone with. Bumped it up, slight change on the half time. I've bumped up to 9 minutes. I've dropped it down to legendary, but with new, because to me, since the update, Ultimate is just broken. It's just broken beyond repair, in my opinion. I didn't want to like start another Ultimate career mode or start a new career mode on Ultimate with new sliders, just for EA to bring out a new patch in a couple of weeks or months or whatever, and like break it again and change it again. So I thought, fuck that, I'm dropping down to legendary. I'll try and balance out the settings and the sliders so it's still competitive and enjoyable, and I think I've done it. So yeah, drop down to legendary. I said 9 minutes instead of 8, so a slight change here. These are the user sliders. Actually, I was probably better off showing you the manual settings. I'll talk you through them anyway. My manual settings are full manual passing, ground pass, lob pass, through ball, and crossing. And I've got shooting on semi-manual. So that's why the pass error is down on 0, because it basically doesn't make a difference, I think, because it's full manual. So then shot error, I've got it on 43 because I used to play on my old career mode with, on my previous career mode with semi-manual shooting, but I had it on 50. And like close range shots and one-on-ones weren't too bad, but long distance shots, I think I might have scored maybe one or two. I think Lingard scored a couple. He was on a good run once, and had like a pretty OP finesse shot, and maybe one or two of them went in. But other than that, all my long shots were like either going way off the mark or straight to the keeper. Literally none of them were going in. Even with players like Maddison and Pogba, Rashford, we've got really good long shots. So I've adjusted that to 43, and I've noticed like a realistic sort of improvement in that aspect. Shot speed 49, pass speed 62, which it needs to be on full manual passing in my prediction, in my opinion, sorry. Injury frequency, I think these are what it needs to be on, 90 and 45. If you got both of them on 50, then you pretty much don't see any sort of injuries happening during your career. 55, goalkeeper ability, I bumped that up a bit. 50, 46. I'll just go through them so you can see them. But remember, these are with the manual settings I just taught you through. I bumped the CPU acceleration up to 54. So I found sometimes on 50, they'd be far too slow in like closing you down, or I'd sometimes like I was like sprinting past people with Matic, and they weren't catching up, and I was like, oh, come on, like. So I thought I boost that up to 54, and I've noticed a big difference, and I'm much improved. So yeah, that's on 54. Shot error 55 because on 50 in summer games I played one game. I can't remember who it was, because I played loads of games trying to get these sliders right, guys. Ever since the update, it's taken me this long to find sliders that I enjoy and find competitive and enjoyable. So yeah, on 55, because I said I played one game, I can't remember who it was against, but literally every single shot they had flew in. And I mean flew in top corner. As soon as they had the ball, first time shots were flying in. And I was like, oh, I'm not having this, like. Because I want it to be realistic. I don't want every single shot. I think it might be Watford. Yeah, I think it was, because Troy Deeney scored at like a hat-trick, something like that. And literally every time he had the ball, it flew in. I think they might have had 6 shots, and 5 went in. So yeah, that's gone up to 55. Pass error 50. I'll just go through them to show you. Yeah, so that's the sliders, guys. I might come out of this just to show you the manual settings. I don't think I can do it on this. Yeah, I'll come out of a second, guys, just to show you the manual settings I play with as well. Seeing as this is the first episode of the new settings I'm going to be using. I think it's on here. Yeah, pass assistance manual, as I said, through ball manual, shot assistance semi, cross assistance manual, and lob pass manual. I've also got legacy defending because I much prefer it. Yeah, I think that's it, guys, as far as the settings and the sliders. So we've done pre-season, so this is literally going into the first game now. I've done all my usual career setup stuff, such as scouts and stuff like that. I've got all my scouts, yeah. I've done the instructions, my first set of instructions. I'll be looking at the defensive mid at some point, so I got first team quality but there. I did change that to, obviously changed it but didn't save it. So I'll do that now. Be looking for an attacking midfielder. Again, first team quality, although I know who I'm getting. Striker winner. Yeah, I think all the rest are good at the moment. Be looking for a right winger in the summer. I'm not going to promise it on first team quality. Striker. Yeah, keep it at that. Because in my last career mod I wasn't overly convinced by Martial. And then central mid. Keeping those options open as well. I've got a couple of youth scouts with me. They've got to be like 5-star experience and judgment, otherwise I don't employ them. I've always been like that, unless it's like the top scouts around, especially with Man United, they'd have the top scouts, wouldn't they? So quickly show you this is just a very rough early shortlist I've drawn up. Obviously it's going to narrow down as the season goes on, and I'll obviously be adding a couple of players as the scouts get back to me with recommendations. But I've got Ighalo on there. I doubt I'm going to sign him, guys, to be honest, even on loan. I know all he's done in real life, but I want my career mode to be realistic, but not in the sense that I'm going to copy everything all he does. I'm going to keep it realistic in the sense of I'm not going to be like signing De Ligt, Neymar, players like that in like the first season or first 2 seasons. I'm gonna try and keep it realistic based on like performance and stuff like that. So I won't talk through some of these guys. I'll just quickly go through them to show you the players who've made my first draft on the shortlist. Kimmich, Hernandez. Well, a lot of these were on my initial first career mode shortlist as well. Sancho, I obviously ended up signing on my first season and will be a target again. I'm going to remove him because he's obviously off to Chelsea, so if I didn't get, I'll tell you the stipulations of my career mode in a second, but actually I might as well say it now because I'm just going through these. The same as the first career mode, guys. I'm gonna put in a couple of stipulations where if I don't qualify for the Champions League next season, so obviously top four or winning the Europa League, I've got to sell Paul Pogba, and I cannot sign Jadon Sancho. I know it's not like anything major, but again, I'm thinking real life. If we don't get Champions League this season, Pogba might go anyway in real life, but without Champions League football, he's definitely going to leave. So I thought I'd add that in, and same with Sancho. If we don't get Champions League football, is he going to want to sign for United? Maybe, but then again, maybe not, because he might want to be playing Champions League football. So yeah, that's a little stipulation I've drawn in there. As I said, nothing major, but again, just trying to keep it realistic. Them two, obviously, I signed in my first career mode, and James Maddison I will be signing again. But I'm going to find it hard not to re-sign this guy as well. And that was a bit thing because I signed him in the first career mode, but they were amazing signings, so why wouldn't I do it again? So yeah, that's the first drawn up shortlist I got. Just trying to think of what else I need to show you. I think I got a injury to one of my key players, yeah. Martial got injured in, I think it was the Inter Milan game. A broken toe, and he's going to be out for 2 months, so that's quite a bad way to start the season. Your main striker injured for 2 months. Marcus Rashford 5 days, so that's fine. And that's just a couple of scout reports. Anything else? Oh, I'll quickly show you a little change I've done to myself. He's now got a lovely grey suit, guys. So that's the biggest change from the previous career mode. Rodrigo 7. Mr. Edwards has got a beautiful new light grey suit. And he is looking dapper. Look at that. Loving it. Anyway. It's time to get down to business, guys. Let's start on. Yeah, Maguire's not going to be my captain. Again, I know people might be like, oh, keep it realistic. He's captain in real life. On FIFA, I do not rate the guy. In a couple of the kickoff games I've been playing, he's been decent. His positioning is crap. But I think that's just a fault with the game, to be honest. Because the AI players on your own team, their positioning is dreadful. They just stand still a lot, so. But as for his actual defending, it has been good. So I'm going to give him a chance to start at centre-back, but if it's anything like last season, he's not going to be first choice. I'm just going to fast forward to the game and then decide on the starting 11 from there. Also, guys, I wanted to say, because I've already done a United career mode, I wanna, as well as doing this new one now, I also want to do one to run alongside it. So if you got any recommendations, please do drop them down in the comment section. I was thinking early doors, because I've done a lot of the kickoff mode games with them when I was trying out the sliders, was Dortmund. I really fancy Dortmund, but obviously open to suggestions. So if you have got any, just let me know. Whoa, shit, loads of scout reports by it, which I'll check in due time. Also, guys, I've blocked any transfers in the first window. Again, trying to keep it realistic, and sometimes if you do actually play the first window and keep it open, like sometimes City like sell Aguero and Sané or and bring in like silly replacements, and it's like instantly it's like it can sort of take away from the realism of your career mode. So I blocked that. I won't be signing anyone. I don't know. On about the short distance signings. Did I not even put a potential January signing on my shortlist? I don't remember seeing him. No. Unlike in the first career mode, guys, because of real life situations, if I want to, and there's a very good chance I will, I can sign Bruno Fernandes in January if I want to. So I'm going to add him in. With the Ighalo thing, even though we signed him in real life, I'm not going to do it on my career mode because I don't want him. But with Bruno Fernandes, he's a beast on FIFA. So that signing is very likely. Because we've done it in real life in January, I'm going to do it in January. As for any other signings, I won't be doing any in January. So if a key target, if somebody comes in for a key target, like, I don't know, Sancho, Madison, I've got to let him go. Because that's the thing with FIFA, like with signings and stuff like that, pretty much as long as you've got the money, you can sign whatever player you want. Like if I want Messi now, I can sign him. I wish FIFA wasn't like that. I wish it was more like Pro Evo, where it was a bit more. Sometimes you just cannot sign players because they don't want to join you. So that's why I'm doing that. If somebody comes in for somebody in January and they were one of my key targets, I'm just going to let them go. And that's making me look at other targets then, so. I don't want it just to be a case of me coming in for someone and knowing 100% I can sign them, you know? Anyway, here we go, first game. Rashford up top. Oh, that's the thing. With this United team, the depth is just not there. Williams. Even though I love the kid in real life and on FIFA, first game of the season I can't take any risks, so Shaw comes in. Even though I'm not fast on Lingard in real life, I think that could be the best midfield three. I actually don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. I was thinking maybe Pogba in the 10 and McTominay here, but I'll keep it. No, I don't know, because I need a left wing as well. And I haven't got many options, to be honest, so Lingard might have to go wide. If I stick Dan James left, Lingard right, and then what do I put Mata in the 10? No. Pogba in the 10 and McTominay here. Yeah, I'm happy with that. But then Maguire, given the captaincy to De Gea, then Greenwood. I might have to bring Matic in. Yeah, the options are just not great, are they? A lot of youngsters who I have got a lot of time for, such as Lade, Gomez, Garner, Levitt, even though it's hard to give him game time as well as Garner, but I will try. Mensah I'm a big fan of, Williams, and obviously Greenwood. Again, to try and keep it realistic, I've said this on my other career mode, but I never used to have a goalkeeper on my bench because they never get injured, but again, because it's quite realistic in real life, you would not have a goalkeeper on your bench, so I do have one even though I never need to use them. I'm quite happy with that, guys. Tuanzebe can cover centre back, he can play wing and full back, defensive mid, wing, 10, striker. Do I bring Pereira in for Chong? That's 66 overall. Is Chon really going to make much of an impact if he comes on? And Pereira can also play 10, so... Well, more of an attack in mid, so... Oh, bye. I do like Twanzebe, but... what do I do? Twanzebe or bye? If I'm honest, I think if one of them go injured early doors, I'd rather have Bai coming on at the moment, so Bai comes in there. Although Twanzebe, I am going to be playing a lot. I do really like Twanzebe, so... Yeah, that's the starting lineup, guys. I did play quite a lot of games on... when I was trialing the settings and sliders on... I was playing with a back five, and I really enjoyed it. I think Dortmund had it as their default formation, and so did Inter Milan. And I really enjoyed it, so I'll definitely be using that. Everything alright? Yeah. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you. I think I've covered it all. Yeah, if I remember anything, guys, I'll mention it during the game. Oh, I pressed shoot then first time, so why didn't he do it? Oh, Alright, come on then. We're back, guys. I just hope the sliders like hold up, manual settings hold up, and it's just a really good, enjoyable career mode. Because I can't see UEFA. What am I on about? I can't see EA touching Legendary. The only thing they're going to touch now potentially is Ultimate, because a lot of people, well, pretty much everyone hates the new Ultimate, so that's why I've done it. That's why I dropped down to Legendary, because I cannot see them touching Legendary. Right, here we go, guys. First game back.
Soon to get underway here at Old Trafford. I'm Derek Ray, and
probably have to bear with me a little bit with some of the passing, because it is, like I said, full manual, so...
And there are few more enjoyable days on the football calendar than opening day in the Premier League. It is Manchester United taking on Chelsea.
Pass. Well, thank you, Derek. Brilliant atmosphere here today. All that hard slog in pre-season, all aimed for this game. First game of the season, all that preparation. It's for this. It's for this 90 minutes. Focus on it.
I don't talk much, guys, because I'm really having to concentrate. Obviously with these new sliders and manual settings, so sit back, enjoy the game.
N'Golo Conte. Jorginho. Here's Willian.
I love how my midfielders stand there and watch.
Just a matter of thumping it away.
That's very short, not too bad. Oh, Maguire!
This might pay dividends.
Oh, if he played it across then, 1-0 straight away.
Offside.
Oh, what a wasted opportunity that is.
Oh, he's offside anyway. Yeah, so the reason I haven't got Bruno and Ighalo at the start of his career mode is because... even though I started it after the initial update, I don't think EA added all the players into it, did they? They added like Bergwijn for Tottenham and a couple of others, but they didn't add Bruno and Ighalo for United, so luckily I started the career mode before they were added in, because I didn't want to start a career mode with Bruno and Ighalo at United at the start, because... no, we didn't have him at the start of the season, so... Pogba, wake up!
Well, we say to each other in the back four, don't give him a yard, because he will
Jesse,
score.
right, I do not want to be playing Jesse Lingard,
great finisher.
But I had to do it on my first career mode.
Scott McTominay.
Ref! Bloody hell!
Pulisic. Marcos Alonso. Giroud. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Fred with it.
Fred running to that space, boy.
Gliding through the gears.
Fred!
The edge of the opposing
So
attack.
slow, then, releasing the ball.
Jorginho. Giroud.
They're bypassing my midfield so easily. It's
Easy save for
like
David
taking
Gea.
one pass and my midfield's gone. Lingard, go! Beautiful, Fred.
Oh, nice ball over the top to chase. Might be able to get in behind the defence.
Oh, it's a lovely
Eager
cross,
defender
Lingard.
to take charge. James.
Ah, see what I mean?
He's given it straight to the opposition.
Manual passing, guys. Out of...
Pulisic now.
Oh, what's that?
On the ball, Rudiger.
Some of the passing AI does sometimes, is like...
It is on the must-visit list of most football fans. Old Trafford, the theatre of dreams, but often a chamber of horrors
well in.
for away sides.
Let's go on.
Well, it's an awesome classic
And James
Old English
sprints.
stadium, and I used to love
What?
playing
Why?
here.
Look at
Had a
Dan
few
James
good outings, I
move!
must say, but it's one of those grounds that you look forward to coming
Fucking
to.
hell, man. Your AI players are crap.
Inside he goes.
Oh,
Only
crossbar.
by the crossbar.
I thought that was well
Danger
over.
averted.
Well, they were so close to taking the lead, weren't they? They just have to keep creating
love
scoring
Wan-Bissaka.
opportunities, and surely the goal will come.
Ah,
But a shocking pass, really.
oh, Rashford.
Giving it to the opposition.
Mistake.
Willian.
Oh, what a save.
Well, first-rate goalkeeping.
Mistake at the back, and Rashford
Can't believe
probably
the
should have
goalkeeper
scored.
saved that. That's brilliant.
What a save. Ah, here we go, the broken corners and crossing. I scored. Like I said earlier, I was towards the end of my second season, first time round on my evergreen mode, and I scored from one corner. A Harry Maguire header, one corner over the course of nearly 2 seasons. I also play with handballs on, guys, if you didn't know, and the game speed is slow.
Marcos Alonso. Rudiger has it. Good looking ball. There could be a chance now. Willian.
I'm ball, innit?
Paul Pogba.
Ah, Pogba!
Given away by Manchester United. It is now with Jorginho. Now Conte.
But if
and teammates to play it to.
the transfer window was open now,
The ball with
and
Marcos
people
Alonso.
could sign players, I bet Chelsea would have either Timo Werner or Immobile. Guaranteed. Probably will still end up signing them. Oh, nice.
Lingard. Jesse Lingard slipping it through.
Oh! Low-driven pass. On manual. Oh, go away.
Well, just to point you in the
I
right
had that
direction,
glitch when
we
that
have more
fucking
live
green
action
thing
from
stays on the
Premier League
screen.
coming up here on EA TV. It's Manchester United facing Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Yeah, low-driven
Yeah, I'm predicting a cracker there.
balls
Both
across the
teams will
box
have
like
a
that,
real
guys,
go
are
at each other, I'm
lethal
sure.
on manual. I've scored from one,
Zuma.
but it was with Dortmund. I smashed the low-driven cross in, and it sort of like, well, just crept in.
On the ball,
It's more like a shot.
Mateo Kovacic.
That's what I like about manual. Stuff like that can't
Conte
happen.
now.
It's a lot more
Jorginho.
unpredictable.
Conte.
No. Oh, look at that lucky bounce.
Jorginho. Can they slot it home?
Anybody want that? Fucking Pogba's there.
Well played
That's what I
in
hate
from
about the
flank,
fucking
but not
AI
to
controlled
any
players
great
on your own team. They just fucking stand
I
still.
can't believe it's still level. What a save that was from the keeper.
You've got to control them to move towards the ball, otherwise they just fucking stand there staring at it. Why is Lingard's that far offside?
Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
I just
Here
calm
is
down.
Fred. It's Manchester United on the move. Now,
Oh,
what can they do from here?
Wan-Bissaka was crap.
Here's Kovacic.
The poor start, guys.
Well, as you can see from the possession, there's little between these two teams.
They start
It's
using
been a real
Dan James
tight,
a bit more.
cagey affair. You just hope it opens up a little, that one of these teams is willing to take a few risks.
Fred, nice. Oh, overhit
Sloppy in
again!
possession. And Pulisic has it.
Unforced
Possession
errors hurt.
lost.
Galore. And again.
It is a decent-looking attack here.
Lindelof, I don't want you
he's
out
been
there,
forced
mate.
out of
Get
play
in the
this time.
centre. I hate that. Lindelof come out wide. So Wan-Bissaka goes in the box, basically covering for Lindelof. On FIFA 20, the whole covering business when it comes to defending
Fred
is too
with
much.
it. Scott McTominay. Here is Fred.
I need to calm down because it's first game of the season. That's nice.
James. And a strong tackle. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Aspilicueta now.
Sure, that's
Willian.
terrible defending. That's
It
better.
has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in.
And Chelsea going to be one of the teams that'll be battling for one of the top 4
Wan-Bissaka.
spots, so even though it's the first game of the season, I do not want to be losing it.
He's
I
got
don't want to be
space.
3 points behind a team like them after the first game. Saka.
So a throw-in here.
Pogba, you stood behind the fucking defender, mate. God,
Wan-Bissaka.
like.
And options in the centre.
Dreadful.
Well, it looked highly promising,
Absolutely
but they got nothing out of
dreadful.
it.
Yeah, McTominay just standing there. Unless I controlled him, man, he's
shield
just
the
going to
ball.
stand there watching. What should I be on, man?
Chelsea happy to pass the ball around.
I
and
hate
get it
Lingard
forward.
out wide. Ah,
Jorginho. He's got to score! He'll be cross for himself based on the position he had taken up.
both teams have
Well, yeah, it was
been
poor
quite poor,
technique,
to
wasn't
be
it?
fair, so
Crashed at it
far.
a little bit, went for power.
We had a good chance for Rashford, but that was
The
lucky.
electronic board has been held aloft. 2 additional minutes here. An unforced error.
A lot of
you've
Chelsea's
got to
chances
say.
have come from unforced errors by us, so.
Aspilicueta. Kurt Zuma.
Rashford's barely been in the game.
It's with Willian.
It shows how we've been playing.
On the ball, Aspilicueta.
Sure, again,
Individual
poor.
quality coming to the fore. Crossing possibilities.
Don't let him cross in when Giroud's about.
Aspilicueta. And that will do it
Half
for
time.
the first half here at the Theatre of
Not
Dreams.
great, guys. So I don't want to be overly critical as it is the first game of the season, obviously, but I think that Rashford opportunity was the only chance we've had. Yeah, 1 shot on target. They've only had 2. Need to improve. I do not like Lingard right wing. But then, because of the injury to Martial, I'm going to have to play Rashford up top. Greenwood, I can't really be starting in a game like this yet. So, I have to leave it like that for a second.
And so the second half gets underway. Almost a case of the two teams saying to each other, whatever you can do, I can do just as well. Jorginho. Mateo Kovacic.
That ball is always on because your fullbacks just wander.
It's with Marcos Alonso.
Lingard, come on, you need to be winning that, mate. Or at least bloody try.
At times they make passing look easy.
Like I said earlier, guys, any recommendations for a second
Pulisic
career
now.
mode to run alongside
Will he
this one,
play it
please
in?
do drop a comment. So I'm thinking Dortmund, but very open to suggestions.
The ball with Marcos Alonso.
Oh, no,
Giroud.
no, no, no.
On to Jorginho. This looks promising. Tackling and winning the ball
Why,
to
yeah,
boot.
that's what I want from you, lad. Not that
He
pass,
was
but
one of their better players in the first half, but needed to be better still. Lee, your thoughts?
it's a chance.
Well, no goals for him, no real chances either. He needs to help his team a little bit more.
Right.
Just to get involved in the game. I think he would be the difference
We've
if he
been
was playing
very,
better.
very poor so far.
Well, terrific action coming up for you from the UEFA Super Cup here on EA TV. It's Chelsea taking on Liverpool.
Yeah, it's the highlight of the competition, the reward for all those players' endeavours so far.
McTominay
But it
sitting
means
down, that's the way.
absolutely nothing if you lose. Losers' medals are no good to anyone. I'm really looking forward to that one, Derek.
Oh, look at that pass! Fuck off!
Will be in possession.
Pogba's a lazy fucking prick and doesn't go towards it. Yet the Chelsea players sprint into the ball. Fuck off.
To get the ball back for his team. Lindelöf. Scott McTominay. Here's Luke Shaw. Moving the ball forward with purpose.
Look how easily little tiny skinny Willian barges Luke Shaw off the ball.
Pulisic.
Shoulder to shoulder, Willian would not be able to budge Luke
Very
Shaw.
adept at protecting the ball.
Yet on FIFA, he literally fucking
Rudiger.
brushes past him and
Jorginho.
knocks him off the ball.
Pulisic now. In position here to protect the ball. And moving the ball nicely.
Oh no, Maguire, brilliant positioning again. I don't know if he's had an upgrade since the last time I used him on career mode, but
Scott McTominay.
as far as like standing tackles in his
Here
positioning.
is Fred.
Oh, fuck off, Fred!
And they'll have to throw it back in play.
This is a very shaky start, guys. I don't know if it's because
They will
this
now
is
make
real
use
now
of
and it's
their
natural career
substitutes
mode,
bench.
but I have been playing
Jorginho.
better on this in kickoff.
Marcus Alonso.
I think it is, but then in kickoff, like I said, the
Wonderful
pressure's not on, is it?
challenge. And a throw in coming up.
If I lose, I lose, but in this game, it's like
And we're
I'm
inside the
feeling a bit
final
nervous
30
now.
minutes.
a bit nervy, like.
James.
This is what we need.
Space on the flank. Taking care of business defensively here.
Look, how did I know that ended up falling for them? My players are closer to the ball than they is, but as per, we need to try and get Rashford in the game, guys.
Here's
Bar that
Pedro.
one shot,
Marcus Alonso.
which is a Chelsea mistake
Throw into
anyway.
Manchester United.
I don't remember him having the ball.
Jesse Lingard. Pogba. Fred with it. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Here is Fred. Scott McTominay. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely.
James coming inside.
Rashford.
Oh, why did Pogba leave that?
McTominay.
That pass is right in front of him, into his path.
Are they going to forge ahead?
Oh, Lingard!
Just like that, the Red Devils have scored.
Well,
I've been not rinsing him, but saying I don't like him all game.
Well, let's see that again. Oh, it's so
And he pulls that out of the
sweetly hit.
hand.
Look at his technique. Absolutely brilliant. He's got the
I got in that
power,
position,
he's got
I was
the
just
accuracy,
like,
and now he's got himself
I need
a
to have a
goal.
shot. And fair play to Lingard, he has got a good shot on him. But last season, during my first career mode, first season he done very well. I couldn't really drop him, but then I obviously signed Madison then, and things changed, like. Right, because I need to. Also, guys, I'm not doing any training. That's a big part of this whole career mode. I'm not doing any player training. Like Fred hasn't been great, to be honest. So if I do that, Lingard in the 10, which is his best position, and then Mason Greenwood on the right. But then I might drop Because we're winning now. Gonna drop them back a little bit. But then move Lingard forward. That's hard. Yeah. I think I'm happy with that, guys. Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with that, guys. I gotta watch out for the momentum bullshit roll now, though. You know what FIFA's like.
So they're playing again. It's Manchester United with the lead here.
If I get the ball, I'm just gonna try and keep it for like 5-10 minutes. The amount of scripted momentum goals you concede on this game is pathetic.
Chelsea
see the goal and then, well, score a goal and then
but they have to create
the opposition
more.
become invincible for 5 minutes and
third play has been slow, too predictable.
Greenwood's been turned far too easily there, but then wins it back.
He's feeling the pressure here.
Beautiful Greenwood.
The final 20 minutes of the game.
Pass him. Jesse as well.
Cut out by Conte. How many times do we say
anyone else, I think Greenwood gets to that. Not against Kante. I'd love to assign Kante on this career mode, but again, trying to keep it realistic. Then Chelsea are not doing great.
Here is Willian.
Look how slow Maguire is. That's my biggest concern with him, is lack of speed.
Moving the ball nicely. Trying to calm
yes, Pogba. Don't need to overdo it now. If nothing's on, don't pass it. Don't want to pass it for the sake of it and lose the ball.
In the second half, what will be the thinking in the camp, Lee Dixon?
Well, with a narrow lead and the clock ticking, it's so easy for the United players to lose concentration. Asking the referee how long to go, looking over at the bench, staying focused is a skill.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Harry Maguire now.
I don't have to do anything stupid now, guys.
Making excellent progress with the ball at his feet.
Obviously winning, so...
Crossing possibilities.
Oh, Dan James, nice. Terrible shot. Next game I gotta try and find a way to get a striker more involved in the game, because Rashford's literally just not had the ball. I think this might be the no, is it the default United formation or is it mine?
Let's see what they can do here.
I think it might be mine.
They've regained possession.
Hey, play. If anyone watched my first career mode, I was not a big fan of Maguire, but in this game he's been pretty solid.
Well, to be fair, United have worked their socks off to get themselves in front here. They just need to see this out. The fans are trying their best.
Not much urgency from Chelsea, to be fair.
Lindelöf. Jesse Lingard.
Well,
having been awarded the corner,
that's where we won the ball, boys.
Put the issue beyond all doubt. Substitution time it is.
Coming onto the pitch, number 23,
and the short option preferred. A corner right on the back of the last one.
Pretty well happy with this. 3 points and a clean sheet.
Elects to go short.
Especially against a good team.
Lingard. And options in the centre.
Lingard. Pass Kante.
Oh! No on it.
Rashford. Don't really need to bring anyone on. Yeah, just to shore up the midfield, I'll bring Matic on. I think I might leave it there. Yeah, everyone else is alright. I might leave it there. I'll bring Matic on for Lingard as well. Yeah, he's a little bit tired, so it might not even end up coming on. There's only 4 minutes left, so
On the ball, Azpilicueta.
let's kill a bit more time.
Here's Kovacic. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up.
As well as no training, guys, I'm also, same as last time, I'm not doing any press, so I'm not doing any press conferences or player chats. Because I found by doing that, players' morales weren't very realistic. I should have mentioned all this at the start.
Pogba.
Pogba.
Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time.
Why is not be
Against
the catch
Chelsea,
him?
but they can still battle back.
Don't you
Under
fucking
pressure.
dare! Yes, to here.
Fine goalkeeping, real concentration. A corner then,
this is going out,
and
we
with
fucking
time running
live it
out,
out.
they've got to ask questions.
Ref blow early.
Opportunity to deliver the cross.
Pogba, sloppy.
Firing it towards goal.
Oh, look out!
Staunch rearguard action. It has
Get rid of
to be.
it!
And how about that for
Yes.
And the referee says that is all for today.
God, that was a nervy ending, and bloody hell. Happy you are, guys. It's a Rashford chance. To be fair, it wasn't a bad effort.
Well, first-rate goalkeeping. Oh.
Happy you are, boys. 3 points and a clean sheet. I don't know what the match facts are like. Quite even. I said I'm not doing any post-match interviews or anything like that, because I seen something on one of the career mode Twitter accounts where it said, if you want realistic player morale, stop doing any sort of press involvement. The best example I could tell you is last season when I stopped doing it. My second season I didn't play Lingard or it was Smalling, but I'll go with Lingard. I didn't play Lingard at all up until like the last couple of games because somebody was injured, and his morale was obviously unhappy for most of the season, and towards the end he was very unhappy. So obviously he's not playing, so he wouldn't be happy. But if you're doing the press conferences and the player chats, especially the press conferences where they ask you questions about the team in general, and say you give a positive response, the whole team's morale goes up. So if I was still doing the conversations and the press, Lingard's morale would have been going up, even though he hadn't been playing all season. So if I was still doing the press, Lingard would probably have been still happy, even though he hadn't played all season. So, do you get what I mean? Because I stopped doing it, and I hadn't played him all season, his morale was accurate. He was very unhappy, / unhappy, so hopefully I've explained that quite well. Luke shows love in life. I'll be doing one game per episode as well, guys. I think it's better to do it like that. So I'll be playing the Wolves game in the next one, which will be straight after this. Next couple of games, we got Wolves, Crystal Palace, Lincoln in the Carabao Cup, Southampton, and then somehow we've got AC Milan in the Europa League. So I don't know how that's happened. Obviously, one or two of the teams who were actually in our group in real life can't be in the game. AZ are, but this Dynamo team are not either. So it's all good, though. It's all good. Alright, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Like I said, the next one will be I'll be playing straight away. So do join me for that one as well. And I shall see you in the next one. Thanks, boys.